Candace Cameron Bure has this weird habit of playing very annoying protagonists in films that I absolutely love. And that's the case with A Christmas Detour, which is a fabulous film. And although Candace Cameron's character, Paige, is very annoying, she does go on an interesting journey of self-discovery and character development. I think all of the characters here are very well written. The narrative itself is not the most unique, and to be honest, not a lot happens. I do feel like it revolves around the characters, the protagonists, the supposed antagonist, who I feel is actually a nicer character than Paige, and the way in which their lives come together this one Christmas. This was released in 2015, directed by Ron Oliver, written by Mark Amato, starring, of course, Candace Cameron, as well as Paul Greene and Sarah Strange and David Lewis. To make a long story short, Candace Cameron is going to meet up with her fiancé at his parents' house. His parents are very uptight, and she's not met them before, but in order for their wedding to go ahead, she kind of needs to meet his parents and let them help her plan the wedding. But there's a massive snowstorm, the plane gets grounded, and Paige has to try and find a way to get to their house, but all of the planes are grounded because of the storm. I won't say how they get out of this situation, but I will say that it means she spends a lot more time with Dylan, and then Maxine and Frank Harper. So we have the couple who have been together a long time, Paige, who is a hopeless romantic, and then Dylan, who is not against love, but he's a bit more cynical. And he makes that quite clear in the very first scene that we see him. And I think that that's an interesting dynamic. We have a very interesting mix of characters, an interesting mix of personalities, and different walks of life, giving us a big variety of opinions on marriage, relationships, love, that help guide Paige to understanding what it is she actually wants in life. I'm obviously not going to say what that is, but I did thoroughly enjoy this. Usually I'm very narrative driven, and the narrative here is quite lacking, but in a way that allows the characters to shine and allows us to focus on them rather than anything particularly dramatic that's happening with the narrative itself. And I think it works really well. I found it really pleasing. As I said, Paige is quite an annoying character. It's not unusual for Candace Cameron to play protagonists who are either self-obsessed or are unable to see the bigger picture. Usually her characters are the ones who go through the biggest personality changes, and I think she delivered this character very well, gave a brilliant performance, as I would have expected. I can't really fault it. If you are looking for something with a much meatier narrative, this may not be for you, but I would still say give it a chance if you like Christmas films or anything particularly romantic. It's got a lot in it, and I particularly liked the married couple as well, Frank and Maxine. Although towards the end I thought that the couple started to act a little bit uncharacteristically, and you could say it's because the guards were down and the gloves came off, but I just feel like it was a bit unnecessary. But beyond that, I'd say that A Christmas Detour is a pretty lovely film and one I'm very happy to recommend.